What's up everyone and welcome to today's video. My name is Ash, I'm 20, I live here in France. That's basically all the information you need to know about me, so yes. So in today's video I wanted to talk about my relationship with my hair. It's probably a weird topic to talk about, but I am also just wanting to do topics that I'm interested in. This is the niche. This is the niche side of YouTube, after all. So if you're watching this, you're probably just as bizarre as I am, to be fair. So yeah. So my relationship with my hair. We're gonna first start off with like growing up. I'm also gonna be talking about body hair, by the way, because I feel like that's something that's not really talked about much, if at all, really. And I feel like that's something that needs to be said, so to speak. So yeah. So growing up, I've always had short hair. This is currently the longest hair I've ever had, and it's obviously continuing to grow, so that means that this will continuously be the longest hair that I've had. And the reason why that is because both my parents had really short hair. And I mean, I think maximum was shoulder length that I had. That was up until the age of 5 or 6, and then by the time I was 8, I had a bowl cut style hair. And this is all like my natural hair, by the way, just so you know. And also, I was kind of like my hair was a lot more lighter when I was a child. It is more lighter than this. Like the ends here, I think these are dead ends, but you know, it was like roughly that color, but it wasn't completely blonde, and that's a genetic thing. My aunt has that, you know. Yeah, like she had that when she was younger and so forth. But I personally, I didn't really have long hair. I wasn't surrounded by people who had long hair either. Maximum length again was probably like collarbone length, from like my extended family and so forth. And I think that's when you're in working class, it's just probably more common to have shorter hair because you've got more stuff to do and so forth. So yeah, and you're like putting your hair up, you know, kind of saves you a bit. So I just wanted to say that. And then by the time I was 12, even before that, no, yeah, 11 or 12, I started getting my hair dyed. Just a little, like, you know, little strips of blonde in my hair with like occasional blues, or occasional pinks. This was obviously not accepted in schools in England, but here in like until you're in college. But here in France, they don't really care. They believe in like expression of identity or whatever. So I didn't have any troubles in school or anything with like piercings and hair color and so forth. But needless to say, I did start at the age of 12, like having different colors in my hair and so forth. And then at the age of 13 or 14, I think it was 13. I know, one of those ages. I started going platinum blonde, just completely blonde. Don't know why I did this. I do. I really wanted to become like Draco Malfoy from Harry Potter, because vibes, you know. So yeah, and then I continued that, had short hair. Well, I was still longer hair at the time. Then when I joined lycée or high school or college in England, not in America, they're two different equivalents. When I joined that, I got shorter hair. And then by the time up to about last year, I had like, I don't know, my 18th birthday, I shaved all my hair off, just to kind of free myself of it in a sense, because I felt like it was preventing me from like growing in a way. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, like changing myself a bit. And like I did it just before I was 18, and I was very heavily into Painted the Town Red by Doja Cat. Like, I mean, that doesn't help, but like, it's just the vibe overall. Yeah, I did that. I wanted to do it once, and then I've said I've done it. You know, that was just something that was on my mind for a couple of years, and I did it. So, yeah. And then my bald hair went into a mullet. Um, and then a mullet went into just the hair, like just growing out my hair. No, yeah, actually, it went to growing out my hair, and now here we are. Well, actually, then I went brunette last year in October, November, no, September time, sorry. Right before surgery, as I did not want to keep up the maintenance while I was healing, because I didn't know how long the healing process would be, and I thought, this gives me the opportunity to actually grow my hair out and see what it would look like. And here we are. So yeah, but needless to say, with my family, they've all got straight hair, or they've all straightened their hair, so forth. I don't exactly know which is which, because I've never seen them like with their natural like curls or what have you, if they have any at all. But yeah, so we've always just used a brush. But when I have had longer hair at the age of 12, my my hair kind of went frizzy, or it would just like curl in a weird way. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It was just like really awkward. So the past like month or so, I just started like using shampoo, like just testing the waters to see if I like even have curls in the first place, or like waves, so to speak. And I just like started using shampoo that my brother was originally using when he got like his first and only perm. And essentially I just go like this, like with my hair, and that's all I did, like, and that's all I currently do now. But you can tell right now, like, I've got no shampoo. I've not shampooed my hair nor conditioned it in a few days now, and like I've done maximum that, and that's about it. And my hair like still stays, like it bounces back, you know. And I think with that, I've realized that I do have wavy / curly hair, and it's not just my hair being too difficult for me to deal with, because I do have to, like, I used to always put up my hair when I did have longer hair, just because I just did not want to deal with, like, I just did not want to deal with styling it every day. Like, it was just too much of a hassle. And that's like back in the day, but now, like, I also styled it where I straightened it, like, not straightened it, but I brushed it, and then the fringe would kind of go this way, but like very unevenly, because the scalp for me is not exactly centered like most people's, I guess. It's kind of all over the place there where it naturally falls. But yeah, it kind of curls in weird ways, my hair does, and I literally have done nothing to it, so this is just kind of natural flow. Also, it's getting darker because it's apparently going to be raining soon. I'm so sorry about that. Oh, we've changed. But yeah, so I guess I've adapted recently to my hair, and I think it's definitely working out. You could definitely tell that it looks more healthier and more like it's supposed to look like, rather than like the weirdness it was before. Because it was like, yeah, no, it was too much. I just could not deal with it. Also, I'm so sorry, I have a habit of looking at like trees and stuff here. And I also did smoke a little bit today, Friday, recording the same day as my previous video, if you cannot tell. So yeah, but also something I should mention is my hair. I've never really felt that connected to it, because it's always hiding underneath something. Wasn't that like, I don't know how to explain it. It didn't define me, if that makes sense. Like, if you thought of me, you didn't think of the hair on my head, you know? I just you just think of the face, or like you think of the personality or whatever. I don't think, you know, that's really something that should be like important to someone. Um, so yeah, I won't judge actually for others who like have that, like who do their hair or whatever. I'm a low maintenance person. I'm too lazy to deal with the hair, makeup, so forth. Unless it's for artistic exploration, like for my own self, rather than for like public viewing. I'm not really, you know. So yeah. After that, we're gonna talk about body hair. This is something that is such a taboo topic when bringing up. But I hit puberty at a young age. And when I mean young, I started growing body hair by the time I was 8 or 9. Armpit hair specifically, just so you all know. And like, you know, nether regions, whatever. This was kind of awkward for me because like I was one of the younger kids developing hairs and everything. And we had to kind of learn. Well, my mum specifically went to do hair removal cream rather than like shaving or anything. Which I won't get into. That's just a whole different thing. Yeah, but I think personally, we like, yeah, it was kind of just a taboo topic, and it still is today. But I think when I was the age of 12, this sticks to me. Does not stick to my brother at all. But he once called me a gorilla for having armpit hair. And I feel like, you know, that kind of makes you like insecure and everything. And so that is why I had like creams and stuff to make sure it's happening all regularly. And I became obsessive with it. Like probably once a week I was doing it, maybe even more, like maybe every other day. And I think it got to that point up till a couple of months ago, in which I just kind of stopped. And I don't know, like I just don't really like, I don't know, bro. It's just kind of weird nowadays. I mean, I don't do my legs as much nowadays, as they kind of go like a light grey color, so you can't see them as much as you used to. That's probably stress related, to be fair, not gonna lie. And on top of that, it is definitely gonna rain soon. I swear to God. And on top of that, like my armpit hair, like I wear a lot of baggy t-shirts, or just I don't lift my arms up that nearly as much as one should, so I just don't do that much. So yeah, but I do want to mention something that is so it is so like not talked about, and it kind of pisses me off. When I'm talking about body hair, like not just, you know, the regular regions or whatever, there are places on your body that you grow hair and it's not talked about at all. And by this I mean nipples for us females, biological sex females. Yes, I'm not saying gender. The gender is hors de sujet. This is people who were born biologically female. We have nipple hairs and we also do have chest hairs. There is also the trail line below your belly button to your nether regions. And, you know, like, there's hair everywhere. And, like, you get the random hair on your back or something that you realize, like, probably years after it's like grown, you know. And I feel like for some people they have like I have hairs on my arms, but they are lucky, I'm blessed to have like white hairs on my arms rather than darker color, as for some people it is more apparent. But like this is not talked about, and I am still pissed to this day. Like no one told me that growing hair on my chest as a woman was normal and that I'd have to shave it. Still to this day, like, it is not ever talked about. And I know it's not that common. I think it's probably 20% of women or something. But that's still, that's the whole world of women, or even more. I don't know how many, but it's called, don't quote me on this, I think it's called hirsutism or something. And it just means the androgen. Again, I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, please search this up and fact check me. It means the androgen hormone is being produced a little bit too much, and so you end up having hairs a little bit everywhere. So yeah, or like some people can have, like, some people here in France specifically, they grow like mustaches, but not like full on like wee baguette, you know, but like you know, there's still something there. And like, you get hairs on your face, like just random ones. I get that sometimes. Like, it's just so not talked about, and it genuinely pisses me off, because the amount of people that I'm sure gets rid of it on the daily thinks that it's not a big deal. Well, not that it's not a big deal, but that like, oh my god, it's the most grossest thing in the world. It is not. It's just we've come into a world where having no hair on your face, your body, whatever, is so like fantasized by the male gaze. Just to preface, this is definitely the males, not males, actually no, this just standardize as default, normal, what have you. And this is not me claiming anything in particular, like, you know, I just think that it's like, why do we have to care, you know? Like, even to this day, when I'm shaving, I have to like make sure, oh yeah, I need to do my chest, and I need to shave in the first place. You know, we did not shave back in the cave era, and it's actually more better because it prevents, like, what was it, like, any rub brushes and so just things like that. It just prevents so many things. It's like, bro, like, why? So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that, and I think it's just so underrated. Just so, like, I don't know, we just need to talk about these things more, peeps. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, we're in the modern world. We talk about, like, you know, people having like rights to be in same-sex relationships and everything. Yeah, we can't even talk about the fact that most women, most women, I don't exactly know percentages, have hairs growing, you know, like, and like, we have to get rid of it just to make ourselves consider more beautiful. And yet we're still trying to find, like, like, there are men out here saying, oh yeah, we love natural beauty and everything. Bitch, where? The fuck are you talking about? The fuck? So I'm just saying, a little bit pissed about that one. So yeah. But overall, I feel like, you know, trying to figure out what to talk about next. Really. Wait, no, but yeah, I think this is just something that needs to be said more often, as it is kind of an underrated topic, and again, one of those taboo subjects that probably shouldn't be taboo in the modern day. Like, what the hell? I'm repeating myself now, I'm so sorry, but still. Anyways, hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll probably do a random video like this again soon. I always do, actually, never mind. There's always a random video. You won't expect whatever the next video may be, and I feel like that is just the best part about recording videos. I love it here. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a good day, good evening, good whatever. Bye.